Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited about today's video. I am going to be reading banned books for an entire week. I'm sorry about my braid. It's a mess right now. Just disregard. Yeah, I'm gonna be reading banned books for one whole week. Today's actually day 2. I started yesterday. I had a couple books in mind for this video right off the bat. 2 I read in high school, but that's forever ago. And 1 has been on my TBR for a while, and this video is appropriate for it. I'm on page 110 of The Kite Runner. This book is gut-wrenching. This book, in my opinion, I think people are gonna want a trigger warning for it. Even though I am reading the book, I just want to be upfront for people who are going to be interested in reading this book, or maybe if you haven't heard of it before and you want to read this book. Yeah. Can't really talk about the triggers because those words are not YouTube friendly, so I'll put the link to like the book review where it outlines every trigger book or every trigger warning for every book ever. I'll link it for you guys. With that being said, I lost my original high school copy, which I'm very upset with myself for because I wish I could reread the thoughts that I had for the first time, because going back and knowing what I do know, let me just show you guys. I don't know how well you can see that, but I have something written or annotated on every page. Like this page alone. Yeah, I'm about a third of the way in. I've cried not only once, but twice. This book is sad, but this book embodies my favorite quote about art, which is, I'm not gonna get this completely right, but you get the gist. Art comforts the disturbed and disturbs the comfortable. Take with that what you will. This is one of my favorite books of all time. It's not my favorite book of all time. My favorite book of all time is actually another banned book. It's The Book Thief. I've read it maybe 5 times. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update. It's currently Thursday, so I started it yesterday in the middle of the week so that I had time to go to some bookstores this weekend to pick up the other 2 books that I want to read for this video. This book hurts. Bit of an intermission because I'm getting ready to go on a hot girl walk. I need a break. It's really, really good. It's just a lot of bad things happened right after the other, and I only read like 40 pages, so I just need a minute. I'm trying not to give away spoilers, but I'm currently at the part of the book where the Afghan-Soviet war has started. Quick little update. I love this book. I'm probably gonna say that 25,000 times during this video, but you definitely need breaks in between. I'm about to go to a Pilates class in like 5 minutes, and my hair is slicked back because it's hair wash day, so it's also hair oil day, so I look disgusting right now. But let's do a check-in. So many plot points went over my head the first time I read this at 17 years old, which in theory, probably a good thing. Amir is back in Afghanistan. Rahim Khan, his father's best friend, called him back to fulfill his dying wish, basically. And it's Amir's last shot at redemption. And this is intense. Still love this book. I love books that make me think about life from a completely different perspective. And I feel like most banned books do a pretty good job at that. Okay, good morning. I finished The Kite Runner last night and cried myself to sleep over it. So that was fun. I'm gonna do my reviews of all my books at the end of this video like I usually do, but I have to go get the next 2 books from the store. The original plan was to go to Barnes & Noble, but I slept in, so the other bookstore is actually open. I encourage people to support their local bookstore. They're someone's dream, like they said in Book Lovers, so you should support them. But we're gonna go. It's this really cute, really tiny bookstore in Kirkland. I love it. I've been there a couple times. It's like used and new books. It'll be fun. Let's go. I'm back from my little excursion today. I left the house at 11:30. It's now 5. We'll see how much reading I can get done today. The cute little bookstore I went to actually did not have the books that I was looking for, but the owner was really nice and I told him that I was looking for 1984, so he recommended Cat's Cradle by Vonnegut. This is basically like a satire about the apocalypse and the end of the world, so that's interesting. And then I went to Barnes & Noble on the way home and picked up 1984 and The Handmaid's Tale. This one I read my freshman year of high school 10 years ago. This will be interesting, but I did remember loving this book. This is one of the first books that I read in high school that I really loved. This one everybody's been raving about. There's a TV show about this. Haven't even seen the TV show. I don't really think I need to debrief anyone about what this book is. Yeah, you know what this book's about. I want to read this one last because I just finished The Kite Runner and I need a break mentally. So I'm caught between 1984 and The Cat's Cradle because this is what I was going to read and this is what was recommended to me. So I think I'm gonna flip a coin. Let's do heads for 1984 and tails for Cat's Cradle. Hey Siri, heads or tails? Siri said tails. So I think, I already forgot. I'm pretty sure that means Cat's Cradle. I'm kind of excited about this actually, so let's start. Okay, good morning. It's the next day. I cannot stop smiling because I woke up this morning to over 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, which is surreal to me that so many of you guys like my videos. Thank you so much. I know it's not a big deal to everyone, but it is a big deal to me, and I'm so appreciative of you guys for taking the time to watch my videos and to subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. I'm just so happy. Thank you so much. It's crazy to me, and I love that we're building a little community together, so thank you guys. Now I'm gonna stop being so sentimental. Cat's Cradle. This book is hilarious. It's really easy for me to get through. I'm on page 125, so I read about 100 pages yesterday, read a little bit this morning, and I think I'm gonna be able to finish this one today pretty easily. I really like it. I want to pick it up every time I put it down, which is interesting actually because I thought this book was gonna be a little bit harder to read. Let me see if I can find some of the lines that I liked the most. So there's a scene where there's like a horror exhibit thing and kids are there, and there's a sign here. I'll just read. There was a note pinned to the curtain that said children weren't supposed to look, but kids did, said Crosby. There were kids down there and they all looked. A sign like that is just catnip to kids, said Hazel. How did the kids react when they saw the person on the hook, I asked. Oh, said Hazel. They reacted just about the way the grown-ups did. Interesting observation. I also looked up why this book was banned and I couldn't find a legitimate reason anywhere, which I thought was very peculiar. With that being said, it's a really nice day outside. I kind of want to get out and read. It's Sunday, so I have about 3 days left if I'm not including today, this challenge. Let's go outside and read. I'm about to eat dinner and I have 60-ish pages left in this book, so I want to do a check-in real quick. This book is weird. I didn't think I was gonna like it because of the whole like apocalypse thing. That's not really my favorite, but I really like this book. It's so interesting, and basically it's exploring a made-up religion and how this religion impacts this island, and this guy visits there and meets all these people, and they're all supposed to meet each other. It's getting interesting. I didn't think that I was gonna like a classic book enough to finish it in 2 days, but here we are. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm about to eat dinner and then I have like an hour left in the book. My goal is to finish it tonight. I really wish there was a way for me to make my hair look cuter on hair wash days, but that's not possible. I forgot about something that I had to do last night, so I did not finish Cat's Cradle, but I did finish it this morning. We're done. I loved this book. I actually would like to read more Kurt Vonnegut books because of this book. I loved the dark humor. I'll talk more about it at the end of the video, but I just want to do a wrap up right now because my head hurts, but like in a good way. This book is making me reevaluate my entire existence and the existence of everybody else on earth. It's funny, brilliant. I could think of so many words to describe this book. I really, really liked it. Yeah, it's Monday. I have today and tomorrow left for this reading challenge, so let's go get the next book. I'm kind of freaking out about this one, I'm not gonna lie. This is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I feel like I don't need to elaborate on why I chose this book. I'm scared. I haven't seen the show for this. I'm pretty sure there's a show, right? Isn't Sydney Sweeney in it? Or am I making that up? Yeah, she is in The Handmaid's Tale. Okay, how many seasons of that? Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my gosh, this was published in 1985? Why did I think this was a recent book? Oh my god, this book was published in 1986. That's horrifying. Margaret Atwood is probably so disappointed. I'm scared for this. This book actually, I haven't done this, so before I encourage you guys to do it, I should probably look it up myself. Like I said earlier, I have the last book did not need a trigger warning. I mean, like some controversial topics were mentioned, but they weren't elaborated upon. They were literally just stated. So that one didn't need a trigger warning. It read like a children's book for adults. That's how I'm gonna describe it. This one is apparently very graphic. So we might tack on an extra day if I need to because, oh, these pages. All right, so this version is less than 300 pages. I might tack on another day if I need to, if I end up needing a break, but for right now, I'm gonna wing it. I am terrified to read this book though. I'm really scared. Only way to do it is to just start. Okay, I have my friend with me and this giant 32-ounce blue palm tea. Yeah, it's black tea with blueberry and pomegranate and a bunch of stuff in it. It's really, really good. Okay, I'm in this orange sweatshirt again. I swear I wear more than just one thing. I did not sleep well last night at all. I have like a massive crick in my neck. Like I can't turn my head that way. I think I slept on it weird. So I didn't sleep well and I've been tired all day because I've had work. It's currently 5:30. I grabbed another blue palm tea from Mercury's. I'm only on page 75, so I basically have to read until I go to bed tonight. This story is more complex than I thought. I haven't seen anything about this. I just know about it because it was a hot topic of conversation. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired, but I'm gonna read. That's my update for right now. Okay, ignore this stack of boxes over here. I have a bunch of packages coming this week and I don't want to deal with it today, so they're sitting there for now. I'm on page 122 and my skin's crawling. Ew, 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 ew. I'm determined to finish this, but it's icky. She finally explained why society has dissolved into these caste systems. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it is something that is being heavily discussed today, so that's scary. It's just weird. Like, the things that they say are weird. I know that's the point, that it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. Oh my god. I look like I have an antenna coming out of my head. Anyway, I know that it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. It's doing its job. Absolutely. I'm holding out because I really went in blind with this. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's like a revolution about this. It is. Okay, so I just haven't gotten to that part yet and I'm holding out for it. I'm about halfway through. Hopefully I'll get to that part soon and it'll be easier for me to read because right now I just want to take a hot shower, honestly. Okay, good morning. It's the next day, last day of this challenge. I have my cold brew with me. I have this candle lit from Anthropology in my room. It's this bergamot and rose. It smells so freaking good. So yeah, let's finally finish this book. I cannot believe that I'm finally done with this video. Way too tired for just coffee today. I had to go and get a Seattle Treasure. This is a Red Bull Italian soda. I finished The Handmaid's Tale last night. I'm unintentionally wearing red, I just realized, but anywho. Okay, the first book I read is Kite Runner. I gave this book 6 stars. I had to. This book genuinely changed my life the first time I read it, and reading it again almost 10 years later has probably done it again. I love this book. I touched on it a little bit when I was actually reading it, but this is about 2 boys who grew up, or who are growing up, in very different caste systems in Afghanistan. The Afghan-Soviet War happens and they are forced to go their separate ways, and then there's a big redemption arc. That's the extremely simplified version. It'll definitely break your heart. This book was a required read for me when I was in high school. A good rule of thumb for books that are assigned in school is if it's an assigned book and the majority of the class actually reads it, probably a really good book. Yeah, this is 6 stars. I absolutely recommend. It will make you cry, but it's worth it. Next up is Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. I also gave this one 6 stars. I feel like I'm being very contradictory in saying that I don't give out 6 stars and I'm giving out 2 6 stars in a row, and then I don't cry, and I am crying, but whatever. They're banned books. They invoke a lot of emotion, okay? This one I was actually very pleasantly surprised with. I was originally going to read 1984 by George Orwell, but the bookstore owner didn't have those in stock and he recommended this instead. The concept is really simple. It's basically like an unlikely hero in the apocalypse. I was very nervous when he told me that this was like apocalyptic. I don't really like reading about zombies and stuff like that. That's what I think of when I hear the apocalypse, so I was a little worried, but it's not like that at all. Yeah, this is another book that I annotated the absolute heck out of, as you can see. If you're really into like dark humor and satire, I think this would be a good book for you. I think I did a pretty good job explaining this book, so we'll move on. Last but not least is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. When I was reading this, when I finished it last night, I originally gave it 4.5 stars because the ending infuriated me. I was so mad. Not even mad, I think just disappointed. I wanted more out of it than what I got, but after sleeping on it, I know that that's the point, unfortunately. If you don't know what The Handmaid's Tale is about, this is about a group of women who have been arranged in a caste system. Each woman is assigned a different role in society and they are stuck there. I am very, very loosely touching on this topic. All the things I didn't like about this book served a higher purpose, and I knew that they were necessary for the book, so I couldn't really fault the author for it. Not that I would anyway, but I just read the quote on the back of this book. If that tells you anything, read it while you still can. It's hard to read, I'm not gonna lie. It's not an easy read. It's not easy to understand. There were times where I had to go back and reread certain paragraphs because I was like, what is this lady trying to tell me? But to blanket statement this book, I would say you're watching society struggle to move forward while also certain groups of people are fighting to move backward. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I would describe it as a necessary read, so I'm gonna give it 5 stars. It didn't have like that 6-star feeling to me like The Kite Runner and Cat's Cradle. I think the only other 6-star book that I can think of off the top of my head is Book Thief, but I didn't read that in this one. But yeah, those are books that I will talk about for years and years and years. I will talk about them to everybody and their mother. This one, I feel like I wanted more out of it. Maybe this, I know there's a sequel, so maybe I'd like the sequel, but I do think everybody should read it. And also, the trigger warnings, I was way more scared going into it than I was when I finished this book. When I finished this book, I was kind of like, what is everybody talking about? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I wasn't uncomfortable. Like, my skin was crawling, it's gross, but it's not girl with the dragon tattoo, if you know what I mean. But that's the last one. Here are all 3 banned books that I read. Love them all. Alright, and that was me reading banned books for an entire week. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for taking time out of your day to sit and watch my videos. If you've read any of these books, please let me know your opinions on them. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm actually going to close off this video and start a brand new vlog because I have a bunch of stuff going on this weekend, I guess. But let me know what other book videos you guys want to see me do. I actually really enjoy reading for you guys. I have a lot of fun doing it. With all that being said, I'm going to close out the video here. Please like and subscribe and all of that fun YouTube stuff that I'm supposed to tell you guys to do. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.